Hello folks, welcome back to the channel once again. So the Austin Train Show was this past weekend. I thought I'd do just a brief update video on some of the items purchased and ongoing projects. And first up is this Atlas GP40 that was this was a club donation. Someone donated this as part of another set of locomotives to the train club, and I was given the opportunity to purchase it, and I think I paid about $15 for it, and it is just a really nice Atlas model. It's an older Atlas, of course. It's custom painted. The decaling and the paintwork, it's actually very nice. Some of the paint is chipping along the handrails there, but not really a big deal. I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. I might go ahead and repaint it. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, you can see on the truck there, it is made in Austria. If the camera focuses. Yeah, made in Austria Atlas. It's a solid little Jeep. I might keep it in its current custom paint scheme. I might repaint it. It is a nice enough paint scheme, but it's not a paint scheme I need anything for. Maybe it'll become a lease unit, maybe something else. I'm not sure. But it is pretty cool, and it runs really nice. A little loud, some more motor noise, but not too bad. And while I have it here, this is the paint booth that I recently picked up. This is for airbrushing models, of course, and it came with this little turntable I'm using. I actually want to have it to the left of my workbench here, but I haven't found a table that fits really nicely. And then it has the hose at the back that vents out the window, and I've actually added this little speed controller switch because when these fans kick on for this filtering that pulls the paint particles out of the air, it is very loud. So I actually spliced in a speed controller to control the speed of the fans a little bit, and it's much quieter. It's something I try to keep aware of, it being in an apartment. And it has LEDs and is just overall a really nice little booth. Folds up into a nice compact package too. And of course, to go with the spray booth, I've actually had this for a few months now. This is a Harder & Steenbeck Ultra 2024 airbrush. Very nice little piece. And it has this collar that rotates that has different settings for how much you can pull back the trigger here. And it has it's mostly made for miniature painters, I think. Wargaming miniatures, that sort of thing. It's aimed at those folks, but I figured it'll be fine for model railways, and I'm happy to finally get into airbrushing. It's something I've been hoping to really dive into. Alright, getting to the train show, actually. This was a purchase I made from one of the vendors. I think I paid about $22 for this new in box Athearn model of a Golden West Service, ex-Golden West Service gondola. It's patched, and it's one of the primed for grime models, and it's patched for Denver and Rio Grande Western. I still need to swap the couplers out to nice metal KDs, and I need to look up some photos on how these things look, maybe see if I have any footage of my own of these in some mixed freights or something. Do some chipping and rust effects. Yeah, this is a nice model. I'm really happy with the price I paid, and we'll see what I can do with it. I'm actually surprised I haven't picked up a gondola before, but this is actually my first really nice one. I might look to Dan's Railroad, his stuff, and see what kind of inspiration I can pull from his weathering techniques. Now, at the train show, it was really cool because I've never actually been part of the setup for one of these things. This is my first time really being part of a club and helping set up the train show. And it was cool just seeing all the vendors set up on the day before the public was allowed to enter and getting the layout put together and everything. It was really fun doing troubleshooting. And then finally we got to run the locomotives and the trains for the public, and it was just so much fun watching the kids' faces light up whenever, a big boy ran by, or, it was just really cool. Getting to chat with lots of people coming by, and I had a lot of fun. And the big purchase of the show was actually just this, very simple, Athearn Ready to Roll SD40N. This is supposed to be one of Union Pacific's SD40-2 rebuilds. And I think I paid $140, just under $140 for this, DCC ready. I wasn't actually sure what to expect from this. When I pulled it out of the box, is it going to have an 8-pin decoder socket, or would it have a speaker installed? I had no idea. Turns out it had the 21-pin board, no speaker, so I ordered one from Scale Sound Systems. Really nicely detailed. The fans are see-through. The horn is a cast metal piece. The strobe lights are hooked up, as are the front ditch lights. And it came with the coupler cut lever installed on the rear, but on the front it was not installed, and that's because the low-mounted ditch lights Union Pacific uses on these, I guess Athearn didn't have a way to mount the coupler cut lever, so they're like, good luck, you can figure it out on your own. So I actually cut space enough for the ditch lights to fit, and so it kind of looks like the coupler cut lever is going under the ditch light housing, but you know, you make do with what you got. The other thing Athearn includes is piping for the fuel tank, so some extra detail you can add on your own, which I thought was a kind of nice thing to do. Maybe a little bit of a cost-saving measure, but it's nice that they include it. And I'm going to be adding brake lines to the side frames, and I actually have a Canon & Company cab that I'm going to be fitting into this. It doesn't have a cab, which is one of the other things that's kind of unfortunate, but I will fit one. I'm looking forward to getting that taken care of. But overall, I'm really impressed with the detail, the extra knuckles on the rear pilot, and the hoses and everything. I think for what I paid and for how well it runs, I'm really impressed. And that's going to do it. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I know it's been kind of light with the videos lately, just been really busy with the end of the fiscal year and the summer and everything. It's just been kind of busy. The train show was a nice sort of break from having to work and take care of real-life responsibilities. But the train show was great. I had a lot of fun showing the trains to the kids and talking to the adults that would come by, and everyone was really great. It was a great time. I have an update video on the World War I shelf layout coming soon. Please stand by for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.